Alright everyone, here we are with ticker symbol CTRM, Castor Maritime Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we dive into this chart, I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I have a new ticker symbol to share with you guys towards the end of this video that you definitely want to add to your watch list and keep in mind how it reacts moving forward. So stay tuned for more information on the potential and the growth that it's had year over year and how the chart is looking towards the end of this video. So CTRM has fallen into bearish territory. It broke through the 50-day moving average and it hit a new low here in the last couple of days at 130. So we see that here within the last couple of days, right, of the week, it hit 130. And that is the new low that we've seen in this slight pullback. So this is going to be very important moving forward to pay close attention to. But let's go ahead and look at our new support and resistance based off the chart and the last couple hours of Friday. So 130 is important. If it gets broken through, this could be on its way to newer lows. But before getting there, there's a first support level of 140, which is not that far from the current price, 144 currently after hours. So 140 gets broken through. I definitely recommend watching how this reacts between 140 and 130 and see if the bulls try to reappear, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast to hit newer lows, because 140 gets broken through, and if it breaks through 130, this will be on its way down to new support levels. So definitely keep that in mind and watch this carefully on how it's behaving and if the bulls try to reappear. Now, the 50-day moving average is above the resistance and the current price, and that's 156. So this is where the bulls definitely want to break through to reach newer highs. But before getting there, we need to break through the highest point reached in this sideways movement, and that's 153. Just 3 cents away from it. But if the bulls break through this, it does not guarantee or signify that the bulls are getting back into bullish territory. They need to break through 156. This is just the beginning catalyst. If the bulls can turn that into a support, that they're working their way up closer to the 50-day moving average and momentum is going upwards. So this is just an indicator for us investors to know where the stock is heading, and if it's used as support, it's getting one step closer to getting back into bullish territory, but it does not guarantee it. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned to the end because I do have a ticker symbol you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to add this one to your watch list. Stay tuned. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is in the semiconductor sector, and we've talked about several semiconductor sector companies, but this is a new one that just recently ran, and I'm looking for it to cool off, and I definitely want to advise every single investor and viewer to watch this one carefully for a cool off or a pullback, because things ran up a little too quick. But let's look at its chart. The ticker symbol is AMKR. Now, they've been growing exponentially over the year, right? After hitting lows of 540 and some change, leading up to this point here of a high of $25. Now it's pulling back pretty steeply, right, in the last day and last trading day, and we just had a wild run from $18 to $25. So things definitely need to cool off or consolidate before showing any signs of opportunity. Now, what I do want every single investor to be aware of is the market cap. It's $5 billion, and how revenue has grown, right, over the years. Now, the last 3 years, right, 2017, 2018, 2019 was about 4 billion. And then on 2020, which was the last year, on the 4th year, it went up to 5 billion. Now, the most important thing out of all of this is that net income increased. Now, it was pretty good in 2017, but it increased again in 2020, and we're seeing that upward trend. And 2021 might show signs of opportunity for more growth. So here we are with the revenue and the net income being 300 million compared to almost 50% of that the years before. Now the quarterly shows you how it grew, and Also, earnings just recently got beat. That's why we saw that run. Earnings just continues to get beat. And that's another interesting thing about this company. It just keeps on crushing earnings. And that's how you see that revenue and net income growth as well here. So if this grows, earnings is being beat. And if earnings is being beat, the stock price grows as well. Because more revenue, more profit, more value to the stock, more value to the market cap of the company. So that's why we saw such a run recently. And we need to watch it carefully. I definitely want to see this cool off, but this is one in the semiconductor company and sectors that have opportunity to continue to expand and grow. Now, all these smaller companies compared to IBM, Nvidia, Intel, AMD, they have opportunity to take every slice of the pie of the whole market share of this sector. Now, some will be bigger than others, but they all have opportunity to grow as they continue to get their pieces or slices of the full pie. So I do want every single investor to be aware that semiconductor sector overall is definitely one to be digging into, diving into, and looking for companies that are getting out of the hole, especially like one like this one. This one was profitable every single year, which is pretty good. There's some that were never profitable, and also their revenue are terrible compared to this one. Revenue's always been pretty decent, and it's growing now. So 2021 might be the year for growth to continue and even moving forward. I mean, as AI intelligence becomes more of a norm and all these autonomous driving and all these different technologies for vehicles, computers, software, and just even robots, right? And I'm not saying robots that are human-like. I'm talking about robots that already exist to upgrade them to newer levels, like robots that move boxes around and stuff, and also shipment and drones and all these different things that are necessary to continue to proceed in innovation. And semiconductor companies are taking a big market share in this movement. As always, guys, I hope you guys find these videos helpful and informative. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any positions on AMKR or any ticker symbols that we discuss here. I'm just here to enlighten everyone on opportunities and ticker symbols that are growing, showing potential. But I definitely want every single investor to be aware that this needs to cool off or consolidate before anything that we can understand more about this chart in the short term. But in the long term, we've already seen it. It's been growing and the potential is there. It took off right now, so we wanted to cool off, but definitely we want to see how it continues to behave leading into the future and months to come. But there is room in the sector overall, and this may be one of those that's looking like an opportunity. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.